The unseen battle, why your dream is your responsibility. Let me ask you a question. If you don't fight for your dream, who will? Think about that for a moment. Who truly cares as much as you do? You see, everyone has a dream when they're young. Big dreams. Bold dreams. Dreams that make your heart race. Dreams that consume your thoughts. Dreams that feel like a whisper from your true self. They are often innocent. Untainted. Full of pure possibility. But as we grow, life starts to whisper doubts into our ears. It's a subtle process. Almost unnoticed at first. Friends say, be realistic. They mean well. Perhaps they've been hurt. Or they've seen others fail. Family says, play it safe. They love you. They want to protect you. They want to shield you from pain. Society says, don't stand out. Conform. Blend in. Don't rock the boat. Don't challenge the norm. And slowly, people give up. They let these whispers become roars. They let these doubts become beliefs. They trade their vibrant dreams for dull routines. They settle for a life that is good enough. A life that is safe. Predictable. But also, often, unfulfilling. A life that leaves them wondering what if. A life filled with quiet regrets. But I want you to remember this. Your dream is yours. And yours alone. No one else was given your specific vision. No one else feels it the way you do. It's a unique imprint. A personal calling. It's wired into your very being. So, stop waiting for support. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for someone to push you. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to validate you. No one is coming to light the path. You have to light it yourself. You have to start fighting. You will be rejected. Many times. In many forms. You will fail. Repeatedly. Sometimes spectacularly. People will laugh. They will mock your ambition. They will doubt you. They will call you crazy. They will say you're wasting your time. They will point out every misstep. They will relish in your struggles. That's okay. Because they don't need to understand. It's not their dream. Their understanding is not a prerequisite for your progress. Their belief is not a requirement for your success. Their approval is not a license for your action. Every morning you wake up and choose not to fight. Your dream dies a little. It withers. It fades. It becomes a distant memory. Every time you choose fear over action, you move further away from it. Fear is a natural human emotion. But it can be paralyzing. It can keep you bound to the familiar. It can prevent you from taking that crucial first step. But when you fight, when you work while others sleep, when you burn the midnight oil, when you rise before the sun, when you keep going after failing 10 times, after 100 times, after countless setbacks, when you bet on yourself, even when no one else does, that's when the dream starts to come alive. It begins to breathe. It begins to take shape. It begins to manifest in the real world. Discipline, your unwavering weapon. Discipline, not motivation, is your weapon. Motivation is fleeting. It's a spark. A burst of energy. It's easy when you're inspired. When you feel that initial surge of excitement. When everything feels possible. But discipline shows up even when you're tired. Even when you're discouraged. Even when you're uninspired. Even when you don't feel like it. Especially then. It's the steady, unwavering force that keeps you moving forward. It's the quiet commitment to do what needs to be done. Regardless of how you feel. Sacrifice your comfort. Give up the easy path. Relinquish the familiar. But never sacrifice your dream. Your dream is the destination. Comfort is the detour. It will tempt you. It will call your name. It will promise instant gratification. But it will lead you away from your true path. It won't be easy. Let's be clear about that. It's not supposed to be. Nothing meaningful ever is. The greatest achievements, the most profound transformations, they are forged in the fires of struggle. They are built through sustained effort. They demand grit and perseverance. Remember, the world doesn't owe you success. No one will hand you your dream on a silver platter. You have to earn it. You have to bleed for it. You have to work for it. Every single day. With unwavering dedication. So fight. Even if you're alone. Even if it's hard. Even if no one believes in you yet. Because someday, you'll look back. And you'll thank yourself for not giving up. You'll thank yourself for showing up. For pushing through. For choosing courage over comfort. Fight for your dream. Because nobody else will. The weight of responsibility, why your dream is solely yours. When we talk about dreams, everyone has one. It's a universal human experience. Some dream of starting a business. Building something from the ground up. Creating value. Some want to change the world. Solve pressing problems. Leave a positive impact. Some want to give their family a better life. Provide security. Create opportunities. Break cycles. These dreams are powerful. They are deeply personal. They are the fuel that drives us forward. They are the blueprints for our future. But there's one truth that most people don't like to hear. Your dream is your responsibility. And yours alone. No one owes you anything. Not your parents. They gave you life. But they don't owe you success. Not your friends. They offer companionship. But they don't owe you your dream. Not your school. It provided education. But it doesn't owe you the path. Not your government. It provides infrastructure. But it doesn't owe you personal achievement. Not even the world itself. The world is indifferent. It simply is. People may support you. They may cheer for you. They may offer advice. They may lend a hand when they can. But at the end of the day, it's not their job to make your dream come true. It's yours. The ultimate burden and the ultimate glory rests on your shoulders. Many people fail because they wait. They wait for someone to come along and show them the way. A mentor. A guide. A magical opportunity. They wait for the right moment. The perfect opportunity. The ideal conditions. They believe there's a secret formula. A hidden shortcut. But dreams don't wait. Life doesn't wait. Time is a relentless river. The longer you wait, the colder your dream becomes. It loses its warmth. Its vitality. And soon, it disappears. It becomes a ghost of what could have been. Let's be honest. Chasing a dream is hard. It will test you in ways you can't imagine. You will meet resistance. External obstacles. Internal doubts. You will face rejection. From publishers. From investors. From potential clients. From your own inner critic. There will be nights when you question everything. Your sanity. Your capability. Your purpose. People around you will doubt you. They will tell you it's impossible. They will bring up statistics. They will highlight the risks. And sometimes, even you will start to believe them. That insidious voice of self-doubt will creep in. It will whisper that they're right. That you're foolish. But that's when you must remind yourself. This is your dream. And if you don't fight for it, no one else will. This is your responsibility. Your sacred duty. Your unique path. The world is not designed to make dreamers succeed easily. Most systems are built to keep things the same. To maintain the status quo. To reward conformity. Your dream is a disruption. It's a rebellion against the ordinary. It's a challenge to the established order. It's an attempt to create something new. Something different. That's why you will face pressure to give it up. People won't always be directly against you. They might not actively sabotage you. But they won't carry the weight for you either. They won't share the burden. They won't bear the risk. The responsibility remains yours. Embracing ownership, the shift in mindset. When you understand that your dream is your responsibility, your mindset changes. Profoundly. You stop blaming others. You stop pointing fingers. You stop looking for external excuses. You stop waiting for permission. You stop seeking validation. You stop looking for someone to hold your hand, to guide you every step of the way. Instead, you start taking ownership. You learn what you don't know. You actively seek knowledge. You fill the gaps in your understanding. You show up when it's uncomfortable. When you're tired. When you're scared. When you're unsure. You do the work nobody sees. The silent grind. The unglamorous effort. The hours spent toiling away in obscurity. You become the reason your dream moves forward. You become the architect. The builder. The engine. Responsibility means that if you fail, you don't make excuses. You don't say, my teacher didn't teach me enough. Or, my boss didn't believe in me. Or, my parents didn't support me. You take it on your shoulders. And you say, it's still mine to build. It's still my challenge to overcome. It's still my dream to pursue. That's the kind of mindset that separates the dreamers from the doers. The talkers from the achievers. It doesn't matter how big or small your dream is. Whether it's starting your own company, becoming financially free, writing a book, traveling the world, or simply creating a better life for your family. The rule is the same. No one will care about your dream as much as you do. That's a difficult truth. But it's a liberating one. That's why the responsibility can't be given away. You must carry it. It's a sacred trust. A personal mandate. And let me tell you something. You are capable of carrying it. More capable than you know. The reason the dream was planted in your heart, and not someone else's, is because you are the one meant to fulfill it. You are the vessel. The instrument. The chosen one for this particular vision. You may not know how yet. That's perfectly normal. You may not have the resources yet. That's a starting point, not a barrier. You may not feel ready. Readiness is a myth. It's often a form of procrastination. But readiness is not a requirement. Responsibility is. You have to get up every day. And take one more step. Learn one more thing. Try one more time. Adjust your plans. Adopt. Rebuild your confidence. Stand again after falling. Dust yourself off. And keep moving. You're not always going to feel inspired. That's not your job. Your job is to stay responsible. Even on the days you don't feel like it. Especially on those days. When the doubt creeps in. When the energy flags. When the path seems unclear. Responsibility is not a burden. It's a privilege. It means you have control. You don't need to wait for someone to choose you. You can choose yourself. You can empower yourself. You can make the decision to act. And once you do that, Your dream stops being a fantasy. It stops being a vague idea. And starts becoming a mission. A concrete goal. A tangible pursuit. Responsibility turns your dream into something real. Something substantial. Something worth fighting for. Something that begins to shape who you become. It molds you. It challenges you. It refines you. It transforms you into the person capable of achieving that dream. Doubt, a sign you're on the right path. Doubt is part of the journey. Embrace it. Understand it. The moment you decide to pursue something greater than yourself, something that doesn't follow the path everyone else is walking, you will trigger doubt. Not just from strangers, but often from the people closest to you. Friends, family, teachers, even co-workers. They will question what you're doing. They'll ask why you're wasting your time. Why you're trying to be different. Why you can't just settle for what's safe. Why you can't just be normal. This is normal. And it's okay. You have to understand something important. Most people see the world based on their own limitations. Not yours. When they tell you it can't be done, it's because they don't believe they can do it. They project their fears, their failures, their regrets, their unfulfilled potential onto you. It's not always malicious. Sometimes they truly care about you and don't want to see you get hurt. They want to protect you from perceived risk, from potential pain. But in trying to protect you from risk, they also try to protect you from growth. They try to keep you in a comfortable cage. They inadvertently hold you back. People will doubt your dream because they can't feel what you feel. They don't see your vision when they close their eyes. They haven't had the same moments of clarity, the same gut feelings, the same burning passion that wakes you up at 3 a.m. with an idea. They don't see it. And so they doubt it. Let them. Their doubt is a reflection of their inner world, not a statement about your potential. Doubt is not the enemy. It's a sign you're doing something worth noticing. Nobody doubts someone doing nothing. Nobody criticizes the average. If people are talking, if they're questioning, if they're telling you it's impossible, that means you're challenging the limits they've accepted. You're pushing boundaries. You're venturing into uncharted territory. And that's a powerful thing. But here's where many people make the mistake. They start trying to convince others. They waste energy trying to make people believe in the dream. They explain. They argue. They defend. They seek approval. They spend precious time and emotional energy trying to gain external validation. That's not your job. You don't need their belief to make progress. You need your belief. That's it. Your conviction is the only fuel you truly need. You are not required to shrink your dream to make others comfortable. You don't need to dim your light to appease someone else's insecurity. You don't need to slow down just because someone else is afraid to move. You don't need to carry their fears with you. Your journey is not a democracy. It doesn't need a vote. Your vision doesn't need validation from a committee. It needs your commitment. The echo of unresolved potential. At some point, you'll realize the doubts of others are not really about you. They're about them. About their own stories. Their own disappointments. Their own unresolved potential. Their own fears that kept them from pursuing their dreams. You might even become the mirror that reflects what they could have been. If they hadn't given up. If they had chosen courage. And sometimes people don't like what they see in that mirror. That's not your fault. You are not responsible for their discomfort. There will be moments when the doubt hurts. Especially when it comes from people you love. You'll want them to understand. You'll want them to believe in you. You'll crave their affirmation. But sometimes they won't. And that has to be okay. Your strength can't depend on their support. Your confidence can't rely on their applause. Your fire has to come from within. It must be self-sustaining. The truth is, many of the people who doubted you will change their minds later. After you start getting results. After the progress becomes visible. After the world begins to notice. After your efforts bear fruit. Then suddenly they'll say they always knew you could do it. They'll claim to have been your biggest supporters from the beginning. That's how it works. Belief often comes late. It follows success. It rarely precedes it. And that's fine. But don't build your foundation on delayed belief. Don't wait for external validation. Build it on discipline. On persistence. And the willingness to be misunderstood for a while. Because true pioneers are often initially met with skepticism. Be so focused on your craft. Your growth. Your mission. That the noise of doubt becomes background static. It fades into the periphery. It loses its power to distract or discourage you. They may not see your worth yet. They may not understand your choices. They may roll their eyes. Shake their heads. Even laugh. Let them. Keep moving. Keep building. Keep proving it. Not to them. But to yourself. Because once your belief becomes unshakable, their doubt loses all power over you. It becomes irrelevant. The engine of discipline versus the spark of motivation. Motivation feels good. It's exciting. It's powerful. And it can light a fire inside you like nothing else. It's that initial surge of enthusiasm. That feeling of limitless possibility. But motivation is also temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. One day you feel like you can conquer the world. You're on top of the mountain. And the next day, you don't even feel like getting out of bed. You're in the valley. That's where most people stop. They wait for motivation to come back before they move again. They become passive. They put their dreams on hold. They succumb to inertia. But the ones who win, the ones who succeed, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline is not flashy. It's not loud. It doesn't make your heart race or give you goosebumps. It's quiet. It's consistent. And that's why it works. It's the steady hum of an engine. Discipline doesn't ask you how you feel. It doesn't wait until the conditions are perfect. It shows up every single day. No matter what. It's the difference between wanting success and preparing for it. It's the bridge between desire and achievement. When people start chasing a dream, they often begin with motivation. Maybe they heard a powerful speech, read a great book, or watched someone else win big. That initial excitement can get you started. It can provide the initial push. But it won't carry you through. It's not enough for the long haul. Eventually, the obstacles will come. You'll be tired. You'll face failure. You'll be tempted to take shortcuts. That's when motivation fades. And discipline steps in. Discipline is the habit of doing what needs to be done. Especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up early when your body wants to sleep. It's working on your craft when nobody's watching. It's sticking to your plan when distractions try to pull you away. It's choosing long-term gain over short-term pleasure. Discipline is boring sometimes. It's repetitive. It's mundane. It's often unglamorous. But success is hidden inside that boredom. It's found in the consistent, persistent application of effort. People often say, "I'm not motivated today." But that's the wrong mindset. You don't need to feel motivated to act. You need to act regardless of how you feel. Action creates momentum. And momentum builds confidence. Confidence keeps you going. That cycle begins with discipline, not motivation. There are countless days when successful people didn't want to do the work. But they did it anyway. Not because they felt like it, but because they had trained themselves to follow through. They had built the habit. They had cultivated the discipline. That's what separates a dreamer from a doer. Anyone can work when they're inspired. But those who succeed are the ones who work when they're uninspired. When they're tired. When they're frustrated. And even when they're scared. Discipline also builds trust with yourself. Every time you show up, even when it's hard, you prove to yourself that you are dependable. That you can rely on yourself. That self-trust becomes a superpower. Because when you know you'll follow through no matter what, doubt loses its grip on you. You stop hesitating. You stop overthinking. You simply do the work. Motivation is a great spark. A necessary ignition. But discipline is the engine. You can't drive a long journey with just a spark. You need something that keeps running. Mile after mile. Hour after hour. That's what discipline is. It carries you through the slow seasons. Through the setbacks. Through the times when no one claps for you. When no one believes in you. When nothing seems to be working. Discipline doesn't need applause. It doesn't need attention. It just needs commitment. Unwavering commitment. Training yourself to be disciplined isn't easy. But it's simple. Set the schedule and stick to it. Make small promises and keep them. Build momentum through small wins. Don't negotiate with your excuses. Your mind will try to trick you. It will invent reasons to delay. Focus on the action, not the emotion. Even 5 minutes of consistent action is better than hours of daydreaming. Fueled by motivation that fades as quickly as it came. Discipline might not look exciting on the outside. It's not about hype or big speeches. It's about doing the same small things over and over. Until the results become impossible to ignore. It's the quiet voice that says, keep going. Long after motivation has gone silent. It's the persistent tap on your shoulder. Sacrifice comfort, the price of your dream. Every dream demands a price. And more often than not, that price is your comfort. Too many people want success. But they also want to stay comfortable. They want the rewards without the struggle. The results without the routine. The spotlight without the silent, lonely grind. But the truth is simple. You can't have both. If your dream matters, comfort must be the first thing to go. It's a non-negotiable trade-off. Comfort feels safe. It's predictable. It's easy. It's the path of least resistance. But nothing extraordinary grows in easy conditions. Nothing truly remarkable emerges from a place of perpetual comfort. Comfort keeps you stagnant. It convinces you to hit snooze. To delay. To settle. It tells you that tomorrow is a better day to start. It whispers lies that make you feel good now, while quietly stealing your future. And most people listen. That's why most people never get what they truly want. They choose the illusion of immediate gratification over the promise of long-term fulfillment. The dream you're chasing lives on the other side of discomfort. It lives in the early mornings, in the late nights, in the long hours when nobody is watching. It lives in the days when you're tired, frustrated, confused, and you still show up. That's what builds the foundation for something great. Not the moments when everything feels good, but the ones when everything feels hard. And you keep going anyway. Those are the moments that truly define your journey. People say they don't have time. But the truth is, they don't have the willingness to let go of comfort. They won't give up their weekends, their entertainment, their endless scrolling habits, their fear of discomfort. But dreams ask for something in return. They ask you to trade now for later. To give up what feels good in the moment for what will change your life in the long run. There is no version of success that doesn't involve sacrifice. And usually the first thing to go is your comfort zone. That means learning things you don't want to learn, studying dry subjects, mastering complex skills. That means doing work that isn't fun all the time. It's not always exciting. It's often tedious. That means staying focused when everyone else is distracted, when the world is pulling you in a million directions. That means putting yourself in situations where you feel exposed, stretched, tested, where you're outside your familiar territory. That's where you grow. That's where the dream starts to take form. That's where transformation happens. Comfort is where dreams go to die slowly. It's a slow, insidious erosion. Every time you choose it over progress, you're pushing your goal further away. Every time you say just this once, just one more hour, just one more day, you are training your mind to delay what matters. And over time, those small delays turn into years of regret. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's a fleeting sting. The pain of comfort is permanent. It's a dull ache of what could have been. You will have to say no to things you enjoy, to social gatherings, to frivolous activities. You'll miss events. You'll lose friends who don't understand your obsession, your relentless pursuit. You'll skip out on easy fun because you're building something that takes everything from you. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk with you on this path. Not everyone will get it. But the people who truly succeed, they know how to delay pleasure. They know how to choose purpose over comfort. They understand the long game. And the truth is, the deeper you go into the discomfort, the more clarity you find. You begin to realize that the dream was never about ease. It was about growth. It was about transformation. It was about becoming the person who could achieve it. You begin to feel proud, not just of the results, but of the strength you've built along the way. And that strength becomes your new comfort. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger, more resilient, more capable. You won't feel ready. You won't always feel brave. But the decision is still yours. Comfort or dream. One protects your current self, the comfortable, familiar you. The other shapes your future self, the stronger, more capable you. One gives you momentary relief. The other gives you lasting pride. One keeps you still. The other pushes you forward. You can always go back to comfort later. But if you give up the dream now, you may never know who you could have become. The art of patience, trusting the unseen growth. In today's world, everyone wants things fast. Fast money. Fast success. Fast results. We live in a culture of instant gratification. But dreams don't follow that timeline. Real dreams. The kind that transform your life. That build legacy. That change your identity. Take time. They take effort. Consistency. Failure. Rebuilding. And patience. And most importantly, they take the courage to keep going. Long after the excitement wears off. Long after the initial spark has faded. Too many people start strong. They get an idea. They feel inspired. And they begin the journey full of energy. But when it doesn't work in a week, a month, or even a year, they begin to question. They start thinking maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe they weren't good enough. Maybe it's better to go back to what's safe. But the truth is, they just didn't wait long enough. They quit before the dream had time to grow. Before the seeds they planted had time to sprout. Success doesn't show up when you plant the seed. It shows up after you water it every day. Even when nothing seems to be happening on the surface. That part, the invisible growth, is where most people give up. They think because there's no result yet, there's no progress. But underneath the surface, the roots are forming. The foundation is being built. Your skills are sharpening. Your mindset is evolving. That's the real work. And it doesn't look glamorous. People don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack patience. They expect results too soon. They compare themselves to others who have already been grinding for 5 or 10 years. They scroll through social media, see someone else's success, and think, why not me? But what they don't see is the struggle behind that success. The sleepless nights. The years of rejection. The relentless effort that nobody clapped for. The quiet sacrifices. The dream takes time because it's not just about achieving something. It's about becoming someone. It's about the person you grow into through the process. Someone who can handle the responsibility, the pressure, the discipline, the vision. That kind of transformation can't happen overnight. It's earned one step at a time. One challenge overcome. One lesson learned. There will be times when nothing makes sense. You'll work hard and see no reward. You'll feel like everything is moving in slow motion. But if you stop, you'll never know how close you were. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happen right after people quit. Not because the goal suddenly became easier, but because they had already done 90% of the work. They just didn't realize it. They gave up on the precipice of success. Every dream has its season. Some seasons are for planting, some for waiting, and some for harvesting. You can't rush the order. If you quit in the season of waiting, you'll never reach the season of reward. You'll abandon your crop before it's ready. And here's the secret. The longer it takes, the more valuable it becomes. What comes quickly usually goes quickly. What takes time lasts longer. Because it's built with intention, with effort, with resilience, with a deep understanding of the process. The journey will test you. It will ask you to believe even when nothing is working. It will ask you to keep moving when the road ahead is dark. And it will ask you to be patient. Not passive, but patient. There's a difference. Patience means showing up daily, doing the work, trusting the process, even when you don't feel the payoff yet. It's active waiting. When things get tough, your mind will try to convince you it's not worth it. That maybe this dream is taking too long. That maybe it's just not for you. But that's not the truth. That's fear. Fear hates waiting. Fear wants comfort. It wants immediate resolution. But growth demands time. Mastery demands time. The dream itself demands time. The only way to reach it is to outlast the voice that tells you to quit. The only way to truly fail is to stop before the story is finished. Conclusion, your dream, your fight. In conclusion, your dream is not a random thought. It's not a fleeting wish. It's a responsibility, a calling, and a vision that only you can bring to life. It's a unique blueprint for your highest potential. Along the journey, people will doubt you. They won't understand your passion, your risks, or your decisions. And that's perfectly okay. Their belief is not required. But your consistency is. Motivation may start your engine, but it's discipline that will carry you through the dark days. It's the quiet work, the daily grind, The countless sacrifices that no one sees, that ultimately create results everyone talks about. You'll be asked to choose between comfort and progress, between safety and growth, between the familiar and the extraordinary. If you want something you've never had, you'll need to do things you've never done. And that often means sacrificing comfort. But never the dream. And most importantly, you must understand that dreams don't happen overnight. They take time, struggles, setbacks, and unshakable patience. No one is coming to save you. No one will do the work for you. And no one will fight as hard for your dream as you will. So take ownership. Embrace the hard road. Because if you don't fight for your dream, the world will never see what you were capable of creating. Go out there and make your dream a reality.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exclusive success tips. Thanks you very much.